Hello and welcome to the What the Fork Monarchs Friday Focus. Myself, Graham Munsey, joined by Dave Harley as we look back on a big victory for the Monarchs this evening. 56-34 the final score. We hear from the Monarchs returning man Lassie Fredrickson, Zane Kennedy off the Scorpions, and of course race of the week. This time it was heat number 1. We didn't have to wait too long for race of the week this week, Dave. Heat number 1. And Dave, we said on the preview show during the week there was one job and one job only that needed done tonight. That was 3 points for the Monarchs with none for the Scorpions. So in that way, it's job done.
Yeah, exactly. This was precisely what the Monarchs needed this week. They've had a few hard matches, few challenges, but they've had a good, solid win tonight. Everybody's had at least 2 good races. The 2 guys returning from injury have had a really good night, and things are looking up and everybody's scoring, and I think only Jacob's the only one that's not won a race or had a paid one. Yep. And as we discussed earlier, it's possibly one of his best nights as well. So solid all round for the Monarchs and a comprehensive win.
Yep, solid all round, a comprehensive win. Led from the front as always by Captain Sam Masters. Sam absolutely imperious tonight. 5 out of 5, 15-point max. What more can you say about Sam? We almost get a bit blasé about it when he scores like that.
Any other week, that's his Monarch of the match. But the Lassie have come out for injury. You can't argue with the decision, but Sam was brilliant. Douglas was good tonight, and he showed us and gave us some good racing, but he never got anywhere near Sam.
No, that's right. And then, as you say, Sam was well backed up. You look down the score line, as I'm going to do now, and you see, Josh Pickering 10, Kai Thompson 9, Lassie and Paco 7 apiece, and then Jacob and James with 4 apiece at the bottom. So solid scoring throughout. As you say, Jacob, although the scorecard only shows 4, I actually think that might have been his best meeting for the Monarchs, just from the way he was riding. He was attacking the track, he was putting the bike in the right place. He was unlucky, he's only last. He got stuck on the outside of Simon Lambert going into the first bend and couldn't get around him, so he can be happy with his night's work. James Sargent returns from injury, takes a little while to get into it, but then pops out in his last one and wins it comfortably, so he can go down the road happy. And then of course just solid throughout the rest of the way, so an excellent night's work.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant, as you say, and I totally agree about Jacob. He's made the gate everyone being competitive in the first corner, which is what you need to be. Got stuffed a bit with Simon, but these are one of the things you learn, and they might talk back a couple of weeks time, we might talk back in that situation, but excellent. Is exactly what we need. Lassie Fredrickson going out in heat number 1 and passing riders. It's like he'd never been away. He's not looking the fastest, but makes 3 absolutely fantastic gates. Him and Sam 5-1, 5-1, 5-1. Performance like that, so you're always in for a good night with that.
It was 2 fantastic gates, Dave, because we're going to see heat 1 in a bit, and he went from last to second in that one. But Lassie, great to see him back. And you could be forgiven for thinking, of course, the absolute nightmare speedway scenario, 7:27, 3 minutes before tapes are due to go up, the heavens open, and we've got a downpour, but they didn't put anyone off, and the track held up fantastically, so well done to everyone involved for that as well. But Lassie Fredrickson was a happy man coming back, as Dave found out when he spoke to him after.
Here with the Monarchs man of the match from tonight, Lassie Fredrickson. How are you feeling after that?
I'm feeling good. It's good to be back, and to be back with such a score like that and a big win for the team is just what we needed. So happy to be back. Yeah,
and with that rain shower just before, and you're out in heat 1, was there any concerns, or is that the way it goes?
You don't want to see rain, but the track was alright. It was just some slick spots, but we're used to it, and we just made the most of it by sticking to the inside line, and me and Sam had a good 5-1 in the first heat. Was just kicked on in the meeting. Yeah, that was 3 5-1s with Sam, so absolutely phenomenal to have 3 paid wins on your return. It couldn't have gone much better. No, I'm happy to be back, and to be riding 5-1s with Sam is always a pleasure. He's a legend here, so I'm glad to be doing just what I'm doing now.
And how's injuries holding up? Are you feeling good?
Yeah, it's not 100%, but I've been itching to get back, and I don't want to wet anymore, and it actually feels better than I expected out there. So I haven't been on the bike since my crash, so this was the first time out here tonight. So it's just healing up, heal between the meetings, and I think it'll heat up in a bit of time.
And we go straight to Scunthorpe on Sunday. Is that a track you know at all?
I've never been there. So I'm looking forward to go there. It's it's a new track and new possibilities, and just go there and see what it gets. Yeah, great opportunity for Monarchs to cement their place in the playoffs if we can pick up some points on Sunday.
So hopefully we'll do that.
Yeah, definitely. We want to be in the playoffs. That's where we want to be. So, yeah, we're going to go to Scunthorpe, and every one of us going to do our best to get some points under our belt. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, Lassie, and well done tonight.
Thank you.
Great to see Lassie back. Dave and James, of course, we kind of spoke last week with Sam Masters. We asked him about getting back to 1-7, and it's a better place to be in the pits for everyone. Everyone's there to do a job. There's more people to give a hand. There's less pressure and two on the trots and rider replacement, and less pressure on the management of finding guests, yada yada yada. So it's just great to have the full 1-7 back, and hopefully that gives us a springboard. With no offence to Scunthorpe tonight, the undermanned, injuries playing the part in that. So there'll be tougher challenges to come starting next week with Poole, or starting even on Sunday as we go down there. But we've got 1-7 in place now. The team knows what they need to do. Just need to go and do it now.
Yeah, excellent. That's you say it all there. And I mean, you're kind of always worried, as we talked about the previous show. 2 riders coming back, but they've come out, and as we say, Lassie, excellent Heat 1 and Heat 1. James has been a wee bit unlucky in Heat 2, but then he's come out in Heat 4 and picked up a good solid point and built from that and finished with an excellent trap and a good solid. Was it a paid win in Heat 12? Was it?
He won Heat 12.
Oh, he won Heat 12. Sorry, do him a disservice, and that's what we're needing. We're needing all 7 going to their best, and we'll go to Scunthorpe on Sunday, pick up a couple of points there, and you always got to believe it. Then we've got that tough match next week, but a great opportunity for the guys to get going again tonight. And even Paco, their one race is disappointing. That's because they got suckered into touching the tates by Ryan Douglas. But these things happen. Again, he came out and he won his
first and his last. So
sandwiches
night. And then, as you say, it's solid night throughout for the Monarchs. If we flip it over now and look at the Scunthorpe's chart, it was kind of a little bit of a one-man band in regards to challenging the Monarchs' top men from Ryan Douglas, and 12 points, it's a very good score. I think there'll have been others that have scored more, but he was as impressive as I've seen any visitor this year. His first race, I think he maybe thought conditions were going to be worse than they were, and psyched himself out. But after that, had an excellent pass where he cuts back under Josh Pickering. He beat Josh 3 times actually. There's not many riders that will say that here this season, and always in the mix, so he was excellent. And then kind of solid but not consistent would be the way I would say with the backup throughout. You go down the scorecard and there's 3 riders on 5, one on 6, so solid scoring throughout, but no one was really able to back up consistently, and undermanned, of course. So Jake Allen missing, Terry Arno being replaced by James Wright now, and then Jordan Palin took a pretty nasty sounding one in practicing yesterday, so we wish Jordan and the family there all the best. So it was always going to be tough for them, and they just fell short.
Yeah, difficult, as we were just talking about, are the challenges we've had the last 3 weeks, missing a few riders, and it's never great missing your own riders, and this is kind of the first night it's been, so there were always going to be a bit of wounded animal, and James Wright, I'm sure he'll come better for them, but it's a bit of baptism of fire. But as you say, they didn't really endanger any of our top 5, never mind the top 2. So difficult night for them. I mean, Theo will probably be a couple of second places, and Simon Lambert will be happy winning Heat 8. That was the one bright spot for them, that 5-1 in Heat 8 against the 2 Monarchs returning riders. Their only blemish of the night, really. And difficult night for Scunthorpe, I'm sure. There, as their manager said, as Rob Godfrey said, they are all about home win this weekend. They know that they've got to win on Sunday. Got to beat us on Sunday to keep their chances at playoffs going.
Yep, that's what they'll be looking to do on Sunday, as Zane Kennedy told us when I spoke to him after the match. So Zane, a tough night obviously for the team, but a win and a paid win for yourself, so you must be reasonably happy with your own night's work.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. To be fair, I've only come here once and didn't do too good, so after Heat 2 and I'd won it, I was already in front. But yeah, I just sort of screwed up a few starts, cost myself some points. I thought I had the speed, I was riding the track quite well, just you got to get out the starts, and I just wasn't making them towards the end, and it was making life difficult.
And of course, the last thing anyone wanted, about 5 minutes before the first race, the heavens open and the rain pours, but the track looked to hold up pretty well, and no followers. By the end of the night, times on a par with what we would have expected.
Yeah, no, the track held up good. Obviously with the rain it made it a bit slippery for the first few, but yeah, I can't fault the track. Track held up fine, it was great. Yeah, I thought it was great, even though the rain didn't spoil it too much, so yeah, it turned out alright.
And for the Scorpions, obviously, we said a tough night. It was always going to be, you come, you're minus Terrio, or now replaced, minus Jake and Jordan. I think had a pretty nasty sounding one yesterday at Bellevue. Wish him all the best. So a bit undermanned, but the team stuck together, and on another night things maybe went another way. Maybe could have sneaked a point, but just wasn't to be.
Yeah, thing is with the team, we all give it our all. Like, there's not one of us in the team that doesn't try. So sometimes you don't get the points, sometimes you do get the points, sometimes you have good nights, sometimes you have bad nights. We seem to struggle a bit away from home. But to be fair, tonight some of the boys did a lot better than I think they expected to do themselves. So all in all, it's a positive note. We didn't get the points we wanted, but yeah, it was good just to finish the meeting. No one's hurt, we can fight another day.
You mentioned another day, chance to turn it around straight away on Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. It's different on Sunday. We all go really well there, so yeah, I'm sure we'll like to turn it back the other way.
Well done tonight. Thanks for speaking to us.
Thank you.
Cheers. Well, Dave, that's the reaction from both camps. Pretty much all that's left to do now is see our race of the week. We said we didn't need to wait too long. There's a couple of contenders tonight. Josh Pickering, if he's sitting watching this, will be saying, hey, what about me in Heat 4? But monarch of the match was Lassie Fredrickson, and he came out in Heat 1 with this lovely ride we're going to see now. I was wanting to see how this one go. I can see at least 4 up in the tower with John and Liam watching on.
Sam Masters forces his way to the front, even though Douglas is away quicker. Masters leads down the back straight. Simon Lambert on his outside. Lassie Fredrickson attacking Ryan Douglas on the inside, and Lassie has passed Ryan Douglas. Superb effort, and here he comes inside Simon Lambert as well. What a comeback ride this is by Fredrickson. Kind of suggests the inside might be the place to be. Lambert trying to come back on him and looking quick into the third turn there. Fredrickson riding steadily. Feels quite slow. Sam Masters taking it nice and easy, but what a ride by Lassie Fredrickson to come from 4th to 2nd and back up Sam for an opening 5-1. Tremendous ride by Fredrickson.
Yes, heat number 1, winning red for Monarchs captain Sam Masters, ably backed up by teammate Lassie Fredrickson in blue. Third in yellow was Simon Lambert, with Ryan Douglas at the back. Can't argue with much better than a last to second to join Sam Masters up front from Lassie, and what was his first ride in 4 weeks, 5 weeks?
Yeah, never been on the bike at all. It's amazing to get in that situation here. So Paco didn't give us his normal.
I was going to say a quiet exit from Paco this week, unusual, but as Paco exits, we'll probably exit as well, Dave. That'll be us. Of course, Monarchs head to Scunthorpe on Sunday. You can watch that on, I think it's Scorpions TV they call it, but Scunthorpe do stream their matches, so pick that up on the Scorpions website. I know you'll be there. I might be at home watching it on the stream. I'm still quite undecided on that one. But we'll be back during the week as we preview that visit to Pool Pirates next week.
I keep saying huge matches, but that's another massive match next week.
That's it.
Reigning champions are coming here, and we need to beat them.
Yep, 100% need to beat them. The big matches just keep on coming. We'll be back during the week to preview it. Until then, goodbye.